EJ has been spiraling after pouring his heart out to Belle, only to be rejected outright. Belle makes it clear that giving him another chance is something she regrets and she has no interest in rekindling what they once shared. That leaves EJ raw, wounded, and searching for comfort, which makes him more vulnerable to the pull of someone else who happens to be just as lonely and isolated. Meanwhile, Gwen finds herself in a terrifying situation during the blackout at the hospital. She had been waiting to meet with the electrician EJ hired, but he vanished when the power went out. Trapped inside, Gwen's fear only grows until Leo smashes through a wall to pull her out. The ordeal leaves her shaken and angry, and it sets the stage for a heated confrontation with EJ about what she was doing there in the first place. EJ is furious that the wall was damaged but also frustrated that the carefully arranged plan surrounding the so-called Tom Horton Free Clinic is becoming harder to keep under wraps. On the surface, the clinic is being sold to the public as a noble project, but underneath it all, it is a cover for something far more sinister. A secret laboratory that could be used for DMERA experiments, with whispers that Dr. Rolfe may be involved. Gwen, tied closely to this scheme, finds herself in an increasingly dangerous position. She may not even realize the full extent of what EJ is orchestrating, but by acting as his proxy, meeting with people like the electrician and putting her name on certain dealings, she is the one most at risk of exposure if things go wrong. Both EJ and Gwen are in vulnerable places emotionally. Gwen has been abandoned by Xander, left to watch him try to rebuild his marriage with Sarah, while her own attempts at happiness have crumbled. EJ has been spurned by Belle and is carrying the sting of rejection. In soaps, the line between anger and passion is razor thin, and when EJ and Gwen clash over the blackout and the secret project, their frustration could very well explode into something physical. The idea of them falling into bed together might not have seemed likely months ago, but with both desperate for connection, a rebound fling suddenly feels inevitable. At the same time, there's a shadow hanging over this new dynamic. EJ is a DMERA, and when his schemes face public or legal scrutiny, he has no hesitation in sacrificing someone else to protect himself and the family empire. Gwen, lacking the power and resources that EJ commands, could be an easy scapegoat if questions about the blackout or the laboratory begin to surface. Her loneliness may draw her toward EJ, but it could also put her on the path to being betrayed in the worst way possible. So while the blackout storyline sets up the possibility of an impulsive romance between EJ and Gwen, it is also weaving a much darker undercurrent that could see Gwen used and discarded if EJ needs someone to take the fall. And with Dr. Rolfe's name already being whispered in connection to the lab, whatever is being built behind the walls of that clinic could have consequences far greater than either EJ or Gwen is ready for.